But honestly, I still love y'all. And thank you everybody even who just comes and follows and watches. That is enough to help things keep going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's go ahead and do the reveal. Who is going to be the next GM? It's our friend Tristan. Come on in. I know Tristan is pretty excited about this. This is another what we call 5B match, which means that none of the players can move on, but we want to go ahead and give them a fun experience. Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Hey, so I think that we're a little bit behind. Let's go ahead and just get this game introduced and get into it as soon as possible.
Okay, well, can we do another hour of that?
Sure, we'll just go ahead and switch back.
Okay, cool. No, so I came into today with a game I really wanted to give out, and unfortunately we had to change plans, and for a very brief moment of time, I was considering using my final nuke out of spite, but I've decided to be nice. So the game I've given out today is Buzz and Waldog.
Buzz and Waldog. Yeah, this is a game that I've actually played a little bit myself. Hello. Okay, there we go. Bam. Buzz and Waldog. I considered this, like, giving this game out, but I always thought this is a little too good.
It is, and I really like this game. It's weird, it's a bootleg, and it's probably one of the more competent bootlegs on the NES. So I wanted an opportunity to sneak it in. I give myself one, each tournament. Last year I gave out Hachiman as a 5B. This is my Hachiman this year.
Yeah, I'd say that this game isn't exactly, like, it's a good bootleg. It's not super weird. I feel like it's pretty competent. So I'm excited to see how this goes. It definitely has some issues, though.
Yeah, it's got some pretty glaring faults. Like, for example, it is impossible to lose this game.
Wait, what do you mean?
The lives don't work.
Oh, wait, are you serious?
Absolutely serious. You'll see once we get started.
Okay, so you can't game over. You can die, but, like, I'm pretty sure you can die, right?
You can die, and you can soft lock yourself in positions where you have to take a death. I believe when I played through it, I actually managed to completely soft lock myself once.
Okay.
But that was something I basically went out of my way to do.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just watching some of the demo play, and I'm really excited for this game. I'm glad we finally get to see it.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to say it's not bad, but it's quirky, it's weird, and it controls a little strange. And look at that guy's face. I mean, it's a face.
Good. Yeah, he's extremely happy to be running around. Let me go ahead and pull it up for everybody to see the majesty that is Buzz and Waldog. Now, actually, one quick question. Who's doing audio? Because I forgot to actually note that.
Zant is doing all audio.
Did you say Zant?
Yes.
Okay. Or Zant. If you're British, it's Zant. Zant the Hollow. I'm pretty sure that's how Faizu would say it anyway.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, can you confirm or deny, Faizu? Faizu feels called out, but will not.
There's a reason that he feels called out.
Uh-oh. Some of this sounds a little bit like Super Mario World. Okay. I'm letting them know that I am ready, and I'm asking them if they are set. So what would be a good thing for people to spam if they would like?
Keys and tornadoes, probably.
Keys and tornadoes? Okay. I guess the diamonds as well, though those will show up.
There are diamonds, but they're not as important. It's mostly the keys, and there's some tornado action.
Okay, I can dig the music. This is pretty good.
There will be a couple of tracks in here if we get far enough in that will possibly sound familiar if anyone was around for Cave Dude from Kusogr4nde 3, which I also gave out, because this is from the same publisher and developer.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know Cave Dude.
One of my favorite tracks in this game is the level 1 track from Cave Dude sped up about 100%.
Okay, people are almost ready. We're just waiting on 2 of the players. Two of the players. Okay, Master Time Thief is ready, just waiting on Zant. I like this elephant. Such a nerd, okay?
The bosses are probably the most Kusogre thing about this game. They get weirder as you go, too.
Oh, good. Good. I love it. Wow. What a beautiful nerd. Okay, thank you, Innovation Misspelled Tech.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, why spell your company name correctly? What screen are they starting on, Tristan?
We'll have them start on the character select. There are 2 characters, and to my knowledge, it does not really matter which one you pick. You can either be the judo guy or the guy with his eyes too close together.
Oh yeah, I always chose the left one. Like, I like that hair. It's good. Okay, everybody, spam your emotes. Because I am doing the countdown. Spam those diamonds. Ooh, look at the diamonds, so shiny. Oh, nuclear stuff, that might show up. Keys? Oh, there will be a lot of keys. Spam away, and let's go ahead and get started. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer.
So I was very sparing in giving out information. I basically told the racers, your goal is to pick up the indicated number of keys in each level, which you can see on the top right. When in doubt, spin jump on things, which Lena Lieta just found out that if you do a normal jump on an enemy, it'll kill you. The only way to kill stuff is to spin jump on it. And that's really about all I told them.
Well, that's fair. This game feels a little bit weird to control, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was something about momentum. I can't remember exactly how momentum feels, but it was off.
It takes forever to get up to speed. You definitely have some momentum issues. You also have a sort of jump that only reaches its full height if you're moving at full speed. And then the spin jump is capped to like half of a maximum jump height.
Oh,
as you can see, we have quite a few deaths going on, and no one has lost a life yet.
Okay.
So
did you tell them that there were unlimited lives?
I told them that you will find that lives are somehow broken, which I'm pretty sure most of them have discovered that by now.
Oh, yeah.
Just, you can die as many times as you want, and you never actually lose a life.
I also like that they're different size of keys, like, they're not all the same size. And I don't understand why. At least I think so. Maybe I'm imagining things.
I don't
But, like,
believe that's the case.
The
I think
one
a
at the
key
top
is a
left
key.
was huge.
Okay, well, they are the same as far as scoring goes. A key is a key, even if they look different.
Aha, okay.
Another thing is some of the power-ups that you can get by spin jumping against these boxes include a heart, which will give you up to 2 additional hit points you can take. But in addition to being a hit point, having 1 additional hit point gives you a double jump, and having 2 additional hit points gives you the ability to flutter. And you need that in certain levels.
Oh, Nuclear Potato is definitely going for this key at the top right, and it's not exactly a fun key to get.
Yeah, the better thing to do is to drill down from above.
I think
this
so,
is a
yeah.
slow way to get it, but they will eventually get it.
It'll work.
So yeah, the spin jump is very much a Super Mario World spin jump with a cape. You can do damage to either side of you as well. You also can't stop spinning until you hit the ground. As you can see on Nuclear Potato's screen, when you pick up all the keys, you will warp to the next level.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
since you can't game over, we should pretty much expect to see only linear forward progress.
Sweet. How far do you expect them to get?
Pretty far. I believe it took me about an hour and a half to beat this game, and you can't lose.
Yeah.
So, I expect we'll see a good portion of the game.
I love that people are comparing this to Mario Maker. Like, we've got Super Mario World stuff, we've got Mario 2 plants in this. It's good stuff. Hey, every once in a while I'm seeing some of them take damage, but they don't actually die. What's happening there?
That's when they have an additional hit point. You can look at the top middle of the screen and you'll either see a boot for 1 additional hit point and the ability to double jump, or a wing for 2 additional hit points and the ability to double jump and flutter.
Okay, cool. You know, that is surprisingly competent for a bootleg. Not gonna lie.
It's a very competent bootleg. It's, I mean, so was Cave Dude. A couple of people in the Cave Dude race swore up and down they hated it, but I found it quite enjoyable and endearing. It's just weird.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Oh, Zant is doing the hover. I love the animation while you're hovering. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so one of the things that's going to take a little bit for them to discover is to associate picking up hearts with getting additional jump power. Probably won't take that long, but that's something they'll need to all figure out, that their health and their mobility are related. And there are certain levels where if you lose your double jump, you just have to take a death and start over.
Yeah.
Also, 1-2 has the first instance of a one-way door that takes you to a key and no way back. So if it's not the final key, you've made a mistake.
Oh
So
no,
we'll
are
see
you
if
serious?
Nuclear
Why would
Potato
it...
falls into that.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. It's supposed to be the final key you pick up.
Zant just got
But-
the big key. I swear it's bigger. Like, not much bigger, just a little bit bigger. Like, it's like 1.5 keys.
Maybe it's a Texas key. Maybe that little corner of level 1-1 is Texas.
Texas. Yeah, it's like bigger Luke, okay? I think we've got our conspiracy theory for the day. They put in a bigger key. There's a bigger key.
So
Lenolietta doing the hover.
The door that is not the one to take until you're ready to end the level on Nuclear Potato's screen takes you to the bottom right corner of the level, and there's nothing there but a pit and a key and no way back. So we'll see if he does it incorrectly.
Okay, come on, Potato.
I'm mostly excited for the bosses, I'll be honest.
Like, all I saw was the elephant boss. That's all I know about.
Oh, that's the most normal boss. They do get stranger. That is the boss of World 1, though, so we have a way to go before we start seeing the weird... Oh, by the way, on Nuclear Potato screen there, the way to beat this level is you just casually walk up off the top of the screen and go into what most games would consider a secret area, and he's taking the Door of Doom.
Oh no! Oh,
You, my friend, have made a mistake.
that's death. Bleh.
Yep, right away he realizes it.
That, or he thought maybe I can swim. But as it turns out, nope, that's not true. So I'm finding that apparently there was a version that came out earlier in South Korea. The American version is Buzz and Waldog, but this is also Coco Adventure, which is
Right.
Coco and Susie.
Right, and I believe that came out on the Master System. I actually wanted to give that out, but I could not find a copy of it.
Yeah, apparently it's really difficult to find. Definitely Buzz and Waldog is more common here.
Yeah, and then we get the fun of, like I said, the guy who has his eyes too close together on his head.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same game for the entirely, I think, with the small exceptions of a different second character, and I think one of the levels has a different music track in it, and that's it.
I think so, yeah. It's just the second character who's different. So apparently the sound engine for this game is actually from Tiny Toon Adventures. Some of the graphics were also in the game Magic Kid Goo Goo, which is a game that we had in Kusogr4nde.
Yeah, that was a Tina Hack special.
Ah, Tina. So, don't worry, we're stealing from good places.
The funny thing about that is that Magic Kids Goo Goo is a Zenima production, which is one of OpenCorp's competitors. So they just straight up bootlegged and stole from their competitors.
Are you serious?
So,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, that is wonderful. Welcome to 90s Korea.
Master Time Thief is about to take the dummy door.
Oh no, Master Time Thief. There's no
That is
getting
not
out.
the final key for him, so that is a death.
Yeah. Bleh.
A pretty quick realization for Master Time Thief as well. Like, well, I got nowhere to go.
Yeah. I mean, part of me would think maybe I can swim in this water, and then when I found out that it was death, probably realize that I have to go there last. At least I
Yeah.
hope they realize that.
It's a pretty clear indicator that this is the final place to go. I should very carefully comb the level for keys before I resort to going in this door.
You know what? Maybe it was just tradition for the companies in Korea to, like, steal from each other during the 90s. Maybe it was actually a sign of, like, goodwill.
I don't know about that.
That's probably not true. This music really is good, though.
The music is amazing. Like I said, my favorite track is a little bit later, but all of the music is pretty good in this.
So, apparently, I'm just looking at the history of innovation technology. They were planning to publish quite a few of OpenCorp's and Dow Infosys's games across various platforms. They were all unreleased, though.
Yeah, so Cave Dude and Buzz and Waldog were both supposed to be part of a combo cart, I believe. and it got made, and then it just never got like published.
Wait, they were gonna port, or at least publish in the US, a Dually game, but that got canceled as well. Thank goodness.
Yeah, so Dually Bravo Land, which is a game I gave out for the Kusogr4nde Invitational, and I think NPC now speedruns it, was also an OpenCorp game, I want to say, or was it the SMS one? One of them, OpenCorp did actually release.
I think this one was actually the DAO Infosys game rather than OpenCorp.
Ah, I think you're right, yes.
But yeah, DAO Infosys made other published other games such as Baby Boomer, Menace Beach. You know, I'm not exactly sure why they somehow got in there with Colored Dreams, but they did work with Tengen and Sachin, you know, all of the popular companies.
So, Linolietta did take the final door, and it was not the final key, so...
Oh no!
At least she was also very quick in realizing what had happened, and
Good.
will probably not end up in that situation again.
I'm really
Meanwhile,
not too surprised.
Nuclear Potato is down to 1 key, so he's good to go into the one-way door and finish the level. Master Time Thief has finished level 2 properly, so that will put them in the lead. It's just one little tiny rude little gotcha.
Let's see.
There's the OpenCorp self-insert here.
Of course, you got it.
Absolutely.
Look, if you make a game, just advertise yourself. Zant is really struggling right now with level 1. I can't necessarily blame Zant, like, the controls, especially if you're not used to bootlegs, can take a little while to get used to.
So I did not specifically tell the racers they could break blocks. I said when in doubt, spin jump on things. Zant does seem to be aware that she can spin jump and break blocks, so I think it's just a matter of dying before getting all the keys. Because when you die, you actually get all your keys reset. You have to do the entire level in one shot without dying.
Aha! Okay, there we go. Nuclear Potato and Master Time Thief are both on the same stage. Lietta is probably going to be getting there pretty soon. So this is one of the 5B matches. They cannot move on, so we've given a game that we think has a little bit of charm.
Oh no, I have a very foreboding feeling about why Zant is struggling.
Why?
I believe she may not be aware you can enter doors. Because I also didn't tell them.
Oh no. Well, I mean, they don't completely look like doors. Isn't it just you push up?
Yeah, you stand in front of one of these door things and push up.
Yeah, Zant needs to figure that out. The lightning bolt thing.
Yes.
Like, I think Zant might be thinking that it's just decoration, nothing else.
You know, I can't criticize because one of the first matches I had in Kusogr4nde 3 was Dream TV, and I spent half the match unable to tell the difference between a background door and an actual door I can enter.
Oh yeah, it's... Welcome to video games, everybody.
Oh no, Nuclear Potato just, like, jumped over the broken bridge, and the floaty physics just resulted in missing the platform and falling straight down in the hole.
Oh no! That's the thing. You always got to try hitting up on something that looks vaguely door-shaped. Remember, it's a bootleg. Maybe they don't know how to really make doors look like doors. They
Yeah,
really
so
don't.
the final key on 1-1 is down there. You can see it. You warp down there by taking the door all the way at the top right of the level.
Yep. As soon as Zant learns how to go indoors, then they're gonna be in business. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the physics are a thing, indeed.
Yeah, everybody, if you haven't tried this game or other games very similar to it, like even if you have played Mario games, you need to try it just to feel what the physics feel like. Because I wouldn't necessarily say that they're bad once you learn how to deal with them, but it takes a little while. Like, it's kind of kid cool acceleration, to be honest.
Yeah, Professor Ness has the right of it. Your jump height is extremely dependent on speed, and you can't really accelerate in the air, so it's not quite Castlevania jumping, but it feels like it.
Oh yeah.
So we have the boss on Master Time Thief's screen.
Ah, the elephant. Oh, it's so sweaty. Ew. Elephant, stop
so
sweating.
the main trick for the elephant is to make it butt slam into the ground, and while it's sitting there, spin jump into it. Unfortunately, its sweat hurts you.
Yeah, that will make it a little bit more challenging. Luckily, you have infinite lives.
Yes. It's a little unfair, but that's how the game is.
Oh my gosh, Zant, I want you to learn how to go through doors.
Yeah, it's extremely regrettable, and I'm considering just letting her know. Because I believe that's the problem. I haven't seen her go through a door once.
I think that is the problem, yes. I mean, considering that it's a 5B match, I think that would be fine to let Zant know. Yeah, the music is pretty rockin'. Even though the music system is stolen, who can blame them, you know? I bet their competitors were stealing from them all the time anyway. Gotta steal back. And gotta steal from Tiny Toon's Adventures.
Yeah, I just let everyone know that if you weren't aware, those are doors.
Yeah, it looks like...
Oh no.
Oh no. Zant is not particularly happy. Yeah, Zant had no idea that they were doors. Honestly, they look like monoliths or something. They don't really look like doors. There we go. Zant getting the final key.
Meanwhile, Master Time Thief is on World 2, which is a mostly vertical world. It's a tree world. Nuclear Potato is on the elephant boss, which again, the trick is to make him butt slam and then spin jump into him while avoiding the sweat.
It looks like
avoiding the
Nuclear
sweat
Potato
is the
has
most
it, though.
important. What's that?
As long as you get close to the elephant, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, the trick is to get close enough to the elephant to spin into him and not get sweaty. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Elephant sweat is not a good thing.
Well, we learned from Back to the Future, just avoid any and all sweat you can.
Bring a super soaker filled with liquid deodorant, which
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
actually seen, depressingly.
Honestly, he just needs to be top manners, you know? It's a shameful display. Tusk, tusk.
No. Nuclear Potato has moved on to World 2 and is pretty close behind Master Time Thief. Linalietta is pretty far on into World 1, and Zant definitely has time to catch up now that she's moving forward.
Nice. Yeah, I think Zant is probably going to figure out some of the trolls pretty quickly. Like, a lot of the players here are fast learners, and even if the door ended up being a problem, the rest of it seems pretty easy to figure out, especially when you get a hang of the controls. So Zant has the physics down, I think. Okay, Linalietta going through a door, and the door takes her to a key. Very nice. Gonna go back through that door. You know, doors like this don't make sense. Tristan, can you help me wrap my mind around the physics of these doors and how they actually connect to each other? Because I don't get it.
Sure. So, these doors are actually matter-to-energy teleporters. And when you press up in front of one, it activates, disassembles you molecule by molecule, and reassembles you on the other end.
Which may or may not have something to send you back.
Exactly.
Okay, I gotcha.
There's also a small chance you may come out inside out, but don't worry about that.
Oh, if only that happened. That would make this game even more interesting.
I mean, if you find being turned inside out at the molecular level interesting, sure.
I mean, I find other people turning inside out interesting.
Is this something you do for fun in Utah?
No, we just watch a lot of movies. That's pretty much all there is to do in many places in Utah. Helps you avoid the existential dread. Oh, Linalietta taking another death. Yeah, it seems like the other players spent quite a long time on this stage, which I can't really blame them. It's rough. The difficulty definitely increases.
Yes, indeed. It's really a good thing that the game is broken and does not deduct lives on death, otherwise this would probably not really even be a playable game at all.
Yeah.
Because the difficulty does ramp up. Surprisingly, after, like, World 2, the difficulty starts to back off a little.
I'm reasonably sure that, like, the lives thing was there for debugging purposes, and they never actually changed it so that the lives would decrement.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
Okay, so at this point, Master Time Thief and Nuclear Potato SA are essentially tied. Linalietta is getting fairly close. She just needs to get the 2 keys and kill the elephant boss. Zant is a little bit behind just due to not knowing that doors were doors.
That's correct, yes. She has quite a lot of potential to catch up now.
Oh yeah, there's
as I
time.
said, she's moving forward.
Oh no, the troll door! Oh, why? Oh my gosh, what a game.
I'm a little sad that none of our racers kind of just stood there for a while trying to figure out what just happened, but it's probably better for them that they instantly realized the troll.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just move on, realize the troll, get back into the game. The unfortunate thing about it as well is that there's no way to know. There's literally no way to know. You just have to go through the door, and that's when you find out.
Right, and as far as I'm aware, that's the only door that does that to you in the entire game. So you spend the rest of the game being paranoid of doors, but they're not as trolly. It may even have been a bug, an oversight.
Not a bug.
Oh, we forgot to update the title.
Mods, if you can help, I would love that. Okay, Lenolietta getting the key. Still 2 keys left. It seems like some of these keys are a little bit difficult to either find or figure out how to access.
Right. The key that is usually the last one to be picked up here is actually the one under the bridge that she just picked up. I don't know which 2 she's missing at the moment.
Whee!
Meanwhile, Zant is well on the way to finishing 1-2 now that she has the key underwater there. That one seems to get missed often because you can't tell for certain that you can just jump in the water and not die the first time you encounter water.
Yeah. Okay, Master Time Thief missing the key. This part seems a little bit annoying. I like that you can slide, but it's definitely not useful.
But sliding is important.
It's so much fun. Okay, look, we have a hill right nearby at the university that people will go by ice blocks, put a towel on them, and then slide down the hill. Like, it's a good half-minute slide or so. It's big. I'm not kidding you. And then, you know, they'll accidentally slide into traffic because there's a road right at the end. It's not necessarily recommended, but it's a blast.
I was with you up until that last part.
I know somebody who lost their 4 front teeth because they ran into a car sliding down that hill in the winter. And, you know, they just... don't do that. Don't lose your teeth sliding down hills.
Yeah, so where I came from, we didn't really have ice, and we didn't really have hills. We had one hill that was a man-made hill outside of a NASCAR speedway. And the kids would just go there and throw themselves down it and just roll down it because we didn't really have access to ice. It was Florida.
Oh yeah, if it's Florida, that makes sense. I'm like, where did you live where you didn't have ice? Had at least ice machines. You could have gotten a block of ice and slid down that NASCAR hill.
See, the thing about that is the end of the of that hill was the speedway, which...
Well, I mean, essentially what roads are here in Utah as well, so... Just go when the speedway's not going. You'll be fine.
It's very true. I mean, there are a vast number of hours out of the day where the speedway is not active.
I do want you to know, by the way, that Zant is on stage 3, and only has 1 key left, making a good amount of progress. Zant might be able to pass Lenolietta.
Absolutely. And there is the final key through these breakable blocks. Lenolietta is on the elephant, though.
Yep. Elephant fight will just take a little while to figure out. Shouldn't be too hard. I think Lenolietta has it. Ooh. Oh, we get different music! Oh, and the elephant goes down for Lenolietta. Very nice. Okay, Zant knows how to damage the elephant. I think it should take 1 or 2 tries.
Yeah, it's not a particularly difficult boss. It's definitely a World 1 boss. It's so good, though.
I like it. Oh no, Zant did die. It looks like Master Time Thief has made some progress, though, moving on to the next level in the tree climb. I believe this is level 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, stage 3.
Yes.
The elephant does not look like me. Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel insulted.
I mean, if you put the Tintin hair on it, maybe.
And look, my glasses are square, not round. I'm not gonna put stupid round glasses like that on. Okay, disclaimer, some people look amazing in round glasses. I would look like Fat Harry Potter. And I don't want to look like Fat Harry Potter. Ooh, I like this music. Oh, this is good stuff.
It's actually really quiet on my side. Let me turn on the main stream so I can hear which track it is. Oh yeah, I love this track. It's a good one.
Oh yeah. It's pretty jammin'. I could listen to this all day.
It's a little poppy for like an entire world. It feels like a bonus level theme more than anything, but it's not bad.
I'd kind of agree. The one thing that I don't really like in the music that they're using for this quite a bit is that there's some pops that you hear, and I think that just has to deal with either the static channel or sorry, the noise channel, or sometimes, like, when I've been playing around with NES type music stuff, like, occasionally it's just sloppiness that gets some of those clicks in there, but it sounds like it's intentional.
Well, at least it's not like Superboy 3, where they just would end up using the same channel multiple times and it just multiplied the noise.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That got some people a little unhappy with me.
Yeah. I mean, for GMs, we pretty much had people unhappy with all of us.
Yeah, I do wonder if, like, one of the racers from yesterday's match is gonna put a hit out on me or something.
Oh, you'll be fine. Just go hide. We don't really have any services to help you, I'm sorry.
No Kusogr4nde witness protection?
No, we don't even have dental.
I would absolutely buy a GM Protection Program t-shirt.
I love it. We could go ahead and get those. Yeah, GM Protection Program. I don't think it really helps protect you if you're wearing the shirt, but hey, might as well talk about the services we offer. Or don't offer.
Talk about the services we don't offer.
Yeah, that's what Kusogr4nde is about. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody want to sell Kusogr4nde a dental plan? As long as it's cheap as butts. We don't care if the quality is butts.
A butts dental plan sounds, niche.
We could also call it butt dental. Yeah, okay. I'm liking this plan, Tristan.
If you need a butt dental plan, I want to know what medical journal
Wait,
you're
never
in.
mind. Never mind. I don't want a butt dental plan. Like, we're just gonna move on from that.
How do you follow that up?
I don't know. Like, I don't even know what we're doing anymore with this game. We're climbing a tree, trying to kill caterpillars.
It's also worthy of note that the bees are not damageable, typically. You can spin jump on them and the game will just decide, nah, you're gonna take a hit.
Actually, if there were a guy in town named Dr. Butt, and he ran Butt Dental, I would definitely go for him. Because I can't imagine he has too many clients who are like, hey, I heard about you, Dr. Butt, and I want to get my teeth fixed by you. I gotta support him.
There's a general physician in my town by the name of Dr. Hiroshima, and one of my friends goes to him purely because of his name.
I love it.
I mean, it's just a city. It just happens to have an incredibly something connotation with, you know, history.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember history. I did school.
You did Utah school, so there's a fairly good chance that any history you know is incorrect.
Oh my gosh, I majored in some history. Actually, it was English, but it had history in it. History of Utah English, oh no. That's actually literally the least helpful class in existence.
There's a lawyer there named Jim Power. Oh god.
Where? Oh no.
Wherever Professor Ness is.
Dr. Payne, a dentist. Yeah, avoid him. It's like a little shop of horrors there, okay? Just gotta stay away. Lenalietta and Zant only have one key left. Like, whoever gets this key first takes a lead. That is if they don't game over, which Zant just died. Well, not game over, but died.
If one of them manages to game over, I'll be surprised. Yeah, the tree level is a little mean because it's the only series of exclusively vertical levels, and you have to take these elevators, and then you have to fall to specific locations on the way down to get the remaining keys, and if you mess it up, you have to go all the way back up and start over.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. It's rough. Like, I like the vertical idea of this stage, though. It's pretty cool. Not only that, but they didn't just make it short. You know, they put a decent length into this climbing section.
For better or worse, yeah.
Yeah, my only complaint about it is that it's a collect-a-thon, and that if you miss something, it's going to be work going either up or down, and you don't know which way you have to go.
Yeah, if you manage to get a game over screen, like an actual game over screen, I will give whoever manages to do that the instant victory, because I'm fairly confident it's not possible.
You instantly win. You won by losing. Oh no, Zant!
Meanwhile, Fellow Temp is gifting subs to all of their opponents from the prior match.
Oh my gosh, you are way awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I see that showing up. Thank you, thank you. Trying to think, we've got 20 minutes left. Do you know what the next boss is that we're going to see?
Oh, I know most of the bosses, but I don't remember what order they're in. I want to say the next one is the mushroom, but I could be wrong.
Okay, a little bit smaller than an elephant.
No, it's about the same size as the elephant. It's a very big mushroom.
Wait, Google. Oh my gosh, my phone thought that I was asking it to do stuff, so it decided to search. What did it search? Bit smaller than an elephant. Thank you. I don't need to Google search bit smaller than an elephant.
Okay, Google, play Quickman's theme.
No, 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 don't you dare, Google. You betrayed me once, I won't let you betray me again.
That would be the nicest thing I've ever glass bombed someone with.
Oh, how kind. Oh my gosh. Okay, at the university, in the classroom where I was teaching, they had, you know, a computer, and attached to it was an Alexa, but usually the Alexa was muted. I'm not sure why they had an Alexa, but every once in a while, it would be unmuted, and I had a student named Alexa, and let me just say that made things a little bit confusing.
So a couple of years ago, Amazon actually added support for Alexa to set a wake word of computer, right?
Okay.
And part of me wonders how much research they've had to do since then into detecting people watching Star Trek near an Alexa.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be it.
Part of me also wonders if Patrick Stewart just can't use an Alexa because they blacklisted his voice.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea if they were able to do that. They're like, does it sound like Patrick Stewart? Don't listen. And then Patrick Stewart gets one, he's like, why does this work?
Pretty much. Google Home did that because someone actually deliberately released an ad where the actor in the ad would invoke a Google Home device and play the Wikipedia ad for their products. And they actually pushed a firmware update or a backend update that would detect that specific audio pattern and refuse to do it. So that guy now can't use a Google Home device.
Heck yeah! That's what you get, punishment. One person gets punished across all devices. Hey,
I do
Master
believe
Time
we're going to
Thief
see
is
Boss
moving on.
2.
Ooh. Oh, we get... Ooh, this mushroom guy is kind of ugly.
No, I was... Yep, the mushroom. So this is a mushroom that fires missiles.
Missile mushroom. That could be a Mega Man X-Boss. I could see that.
Master Time Thief figured out the way to handle it pretty quick, or at least got a hit on it. What you have to do is you have to hit it while it's jumping.
Nice. Hey, both Lenolieta and Zant are on to the second stage of the tree climb. Lenolieta already has 2 of the keys. Zant hasn't gotten any quite yet, but they just started. Oh my gosh, there's a caterpillar with a cute little crown on it. The king caterpillar has been dethroned.
So the funny thing about the mushroom boss is it's actually also a boss in Cave Dude. Just a 1-to-1 copy, same attack pattern and everything.
Wait, I think I remember this. They were so lazy that they put the exact same boss in.
Yeah.
I love it. Bootlegs, everybody.
So Master Time Thief is down to 1 hit, but knows how to handle the boss. It may be okay.
Just don't get hit by the missiles, and the mushroom is dead. Well, there wasn't mushroom for error at the end. Am I right? Okay.
So yeah, Master Time Thief moves on to World 3.
Good job, Master Time Thief. Tristan, I fully support your choice, just so you know.
Of what, this game, or ignoring your pun?
That one. Look, you're not making enough jokes. I gotta do it all by myself.
So World 3 is kind of a desert world, and it actually has a really awesome music track, and I'm kind of sad we don't get to...
Oh. Well, hopefully Zant is able to get there in the next little while. It's possible. I think it might be difficult. Hey, Nuclear Potato is fighting the mushroom boss. You know, Tristan, I think you're funny.
I'm waiting for the burn.
I was going to, but then I decided I want to be genuine. I want to be cool. Like Tristan.
I'm waiting for the burn.
I'm not gonna burn you! Oh my gosh! Maybe if we were in person, I'd pull out my cigarette lighter or something. But I can't do that over the internet. Doesn't
Why do
work.
you have the cigarette lighter anyway?
I don't know. Might as well carry. I'm gonna start carrying one around just in case.
Mr. Time Thief is having some minor problems and has just decided to take a death.
Ah, that's fair enough.
It's quicksand. You can get out of there, but you pretty much have to mash jump to get to the top of the quicksand. And then figure out which jump is going to take you out and hold the button down for that jump. Meanwhile, Nuclear Potato is on the mushroom.
Yeah, the mushroom. I like the mushroom guy. He's cute.
Yeah,
He's a
real fun
looker.
guy.
He's a looker. I'll tell you what. Ah.
You can definitely say we have fungus among us. I mean, that's an old one, I know.
Yeah, that's fine. It's an enjoyable phrase. It's good.
It is.
Hey, Zant is on to stage 3 as well. Like, Lenoleta and Zant are just neck and neck for quite a bit of this, you know? Also, I think Nuclear Potato has a chance of catching up to Master Time Thief. Like, Time Thief has really held onto the lead for quite a while, but Nuclear Potato could do it. Especially if this boss goes down soon. Kill that mushroom! Get some fungicide. Don't get greedy! There's no reason to be greedy. Oh, you didn't hurt it. Wow.
I also want to point out the background on Master Time Thief's screen just has pyramids floating in midair. Just there.
I mean, why not, you know? Hey, Nuclear Potato is moving on! What? Zant manages to move into 3rd right there. Very nice.
It's time for Mushman on Zant's screen.
Mushman. Not nearly as cool as Mustache Man, but if you're gonna have a mush, it's a good second choice.
Zant is not quite figured out how to fight this yet, but oh, there we go. There's a
Zant got a hit. Like, honestly, the boss's pattern is simply enough that you could probably learn in one life. Might want to take a death. Okay, there we go. Zant dying. That's fair enough.
How about that death animation, though?
It's weird. You turn... Like, suddenly it's like somebody has punched you 3 times in the face and then you spin into oblivion.
I mean, if I get punched 3 times in the face, that would happen to me.
I'm trying to think. Have I ever been punched in the face? I've punched somebody in the face.
You've been the person in charge of Kusogr4nde for 4 years, and no one has punched you in the face?
Not that I can recall.
Also, who did you punch in the face, and what did they do to deserve it?
Oh, years of harassment. They deserved it. Both of them.
Valid. So was it 1 punch in 2 faces, or did you do like 2 fists, 2 faces, or what?
It wasn't at the same time, though. That would be awesome. Bam! Hey, Zant finishes the boss and moves on to the next set of levels. We get to listen to the music. See, Tristan? Oh, I remember this music. Why do I remember this?
Yeah, so this is the World 1 music from Total World 3 / Cave Dude sped up 100%.
Oh, that's why I know it. Uh-oh.
This is a heckin' banger, and I will fight you if you disagree.
I like it.
Like, I legit like this song. Maybe I'm weird.
You're not weird, Tristan. I mean, you are weird, but not for that reason.
Retro Nightcore, I like it. So we have 3 racers on World 3 then.
Wow, this is...
And it's probably going to come down to key collection.
I think so.
Who ends up...
Unless I'm mistaken, I think Master Time Thief is 1 stage ahead just based off the color palette.
I believe so, yeah.
So, Master Time Thief is definitely in the lead, but Nuclear Potato and Zant are just neck and neck.
I don't think I ever punched someone in the face. I think the only time I got into a fight, I DDT'd someone, but that's about it.
You sprayed them with DDT? What?
No, it's a wrestling move, because they tried to, like, shoulder tackle me, but they were, like, half my weight. So, I just stood there, and they were bent over in half with their shoulder against my gut, and I didn't fall over, right? And I'm just like, you know, this is gonna end badly for you, you should stop. And he's trying to punch me, and I'm like, okay, fine. I just grabbed by the head and tilted backwards and pile drive him. And he never messed with me again after that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Zant is down to 1 key left. This might have moved Zant into the lead? Or at least very close to taking the lead. Zant is in 2nd per Cadus. Okay. Oh, but there's the key. All you gotta do is get it. And Zant takes 1st.
It's a very exciting lead change there.
From 4th to 1st? Heck yeah.
Was that Casper the Friendly Mummy? Absolutely.
Oh, Casper. Yeah, I'm actually really shocked that Zant has made this much of a comeback. But you never know what's going to happen in Kusogr4nde. There we go. Zant gets treadmills. Ooh. So here we are. We have just about 5 minutes left. How are the players doing per what you were expecting?
So, they have not gotten quite as far as I thought they would, but that's not because of a lack of capability on their part. I frankly just forgot how key hunty World 2 is. The vertical stuff really messes with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably the longest world in the game, and I kind of just blocked it out of my memory.
Like, honestly, just watching it, I feel like I would get frustrated pretty quickly. But one, I really hate collectathons. They're like the bane of my existence. I hate them. And second, I would fall down. I would fall down over and over and over and just get angry. Oh my gosh, Tristan, I'm good at video games. I'll have you know.
So on Zant's screen, you see what has been dubbed Casper the Friendly Mummy.
I love him. He's so cute.
I mean, he was dead before, but now he's especially dead. He's double dead.
Double dead. I'll double dog dead you. Never mind. No. If you got double dog dead, that would be bad. I like that there's a screensaver thing that shows up on the screen when you pause. It bounces back and forth.
Yes. So amusingly, I don't think we're going to get to see it with our racers here, just because if you pause, it resets the timer. But if you... Oh, never mind. I speak too soon. Look at Xant's screen.
Rest. Ah, I appreciate
After
it.
an hour of gameplay, roughly, because the NES doesn't perfectly do 60 frames a second, the game will force you to stop.
Oh my gosh, I love
I am
it.
incredibly happy that got snuck in. I couldn't remember if it was slightly less than an hour or slightly more than an hour. And as it turns out, it's slightly less than an hour.
Nice. So we should see the other players hit the rest wall in just a little bit.
Yeah, depending, I believe, on how long you've been paused and how long you've not had character control, like in intro screens and whatnot, it may alter how long it takes the rest to appear.
Okay, so you have to pause.
I don't know exactly how it works. I believe there's a counter that tracks how many frames you have character control. And after that hits a certain number, the rest screen appears.
Ah.
And then you can just hit start to get rid of it. The funny thing about it is if you actually remain on that screen and don't close it out immediately, you get given... I want to say you get given 1-ups, depending on how long you stay in rest.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you actually get up and take a break, the game will reward you.
Aww.
Which is actually kind of cute.
I love that. That's adorable. Aw, I wish this game actually, like, got developed and finished and published. Uh-oh. Xant is going down.
Yeah,
Aha!
that's, you have to. There's a key down here.
By the way, it looks like Master Time Thief is on the same stage. Definitely making some progress.
I definitely...
Aha! We got the rest screen!
Excellent.
2 players simultaneously got to rest a little bit.
I did not warn them about that, because I wanted at least the first racer to get it by surprise.
I love it. Okay, Master Time Thief is actually a stage behind. Thank you for correcting me, Cadus.
It is a little hard to tell. The colors are very close to each other in the background.
Oh, yeah.
You are also a little colorblind, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but, like, Oh, depends. Depends on the saturation. Like, brightness, I can definitely tell the difference between really easily. Like, if I weren't looking too closely at Master Time Thief, like, you know, he was on the corner of my vision, I might think it was more of a grayish background, but it still has some color to it to me. Sort of peach.
Alright.
And
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, the main indicator of what level you're on being the slightly different background shade is probably not great, but yeah, we did well enough with scoring it.
not the best thing, but, you know, for all of you blind people out there, we are done with this match. It is over. Xant is gonna fight Spinky a little bit. Maybe not, never mind. I'm not super comfortable with that name, Tristan, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I'm not gonna touch it. It's over!
It's over. Xant, as a matter of fact, takes the victory. Master Time Thief second, Nuclear Potato third, Lieta fourth, and yeah, it's over! I love it. Feld Temp, thank you for gifting that sub. It looks like Xant is going to come join us in just a little bit. Xant definitely took the victory here. Like, I'm so shocked at that comeback, Tristan. Usually if I see somebody get walled in the first stage and everybody gets past it, they generally don't make this comeback. Hello there,
Master Time
Xant.
Thief really likes the game.
Hello there, everyone.
Hey, congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, I was a little bit worried for you because at the beginning you were definitely Walt because of the doors. But after that, you made such a comeback. You just wrecked the stages. Like, it was impressive.
Well, let's just say I grasp mechanics rather quickly.
Yeah,
Even these kinds of mechanics.
Yeah, I think that getting used to the physics and also sort of looking out for some of the trolls definitely benefited you. Because this game has trolls.
Definitely. That last key in the first tree level, I think it was the first tree level. That was a little bit difficult to find.
Oh yeah,
It's a little rude, yeah. I had kind of back of the envelope math that everyone, or at least one racer, would reach World 4 or 5, and that came as a result of completely forgetting the existence of World 2.
Yeah, World 2 is kind of a jerk. Oh.
No kidding.
Well, I do want to ask, what are your opinions about the game?
It's not that bad.
Okay.
It might have needed a little bit tweaking in the physics, and the iframes are kind of long.
Yeah.
For both the player and the enemies, which makes comboing kind of difficult.
Yeah, I can see that.
Could kind of surprise someone who's used to comboing enemies with jumps like that.
I love it. Well, honestly, for a normal game, that might not come out as a great review, but for a bootleg, that's raving. That is like throwing your hands in the air being like, this is the best bootleg ever.
It probably is, it probably isn't. It's somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it's somewhere in the rankings. Well, I'm really glad you joined Kusogr4nde this year, Unfortunately, you're not able to make it to the bracket, but you, especially with this playthrough, you got really close.
That's okay.
I'm hoping you come back next year and give it a shot again.
Will do. It's been fun.
Sweet! Oh my gosh. Tristan, thank you so much for choosing this game. Anything you want to say, Zant, before we take off for the night?
No, not really. Don't really have much in the way of plans. Oh, there's one thing.
Oh yeah.
Good luck to everyone who did make the brackets.
Aww. Yeah, good luck, everyone. We have a lot of fun laughing about what's going on. But honestly, it's just, we're here cheering you on. I hope you all do well. Go, go, go. Okay, with that, I think it's time for us to raid somebody, and Author Blues looks like a pretty good target. I'm wondering... Oh, what?
Little quick aside, I just realized I never turned on my mic on OBS. So they've just been hearing you responding to nothing on my side. If there is anyone here, of course.
Oh, on your side? I love it. So, it's been a mystery.
Yeah, so whoever was watching my VOD is probably going to be confused. Anyways,
thank you so much. Well, that's okay, though. Let them be confused. Just so everybody knows, all of the streamers, or most of the streamers, stream fairly regularly. Give them some love. Go follow the people who have been playing. It would be fantastic. We've got a great community here. Let's see. I think we're going to raid with the raid message, Element of Water, which was from the Mortal Kombat game. Let's be sure to... What a game. We've had some special games today. Okay, Zant, thank you again. Thank you, Tristan, and I'll let you take off. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend.
Same to you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.